Hey, so this is my Journals of 2025 video, and I'll start with this journal. This journal, I wrote about 20 pages in 2025, and I used it a little in 2024 too. This is about how much it's done between those 2 years, and the pages keep falling out. I keep having to glue them in. I keep this by the bed. It's just an occasional journal. It's pretty annoying to use because the pages keep coming out over and over again. It's vintage, and I wanted this for over 15 years and finally got it. So I'm glad I have it. It just keeps falling apart because it's so old, aren't we all? And this journal I used in 2024 and 5. So this first part of it is all 2024, and I can't remember if I used any other journal the same in 2024 too, but this video is about 2025. So this back part here is 2025, and when I was using this journal, I got really tired of using it and was tempted to even just quit using it altogether. But when I finished it, I loved how chunky it got, and I decided to use the same thing again, even though I'd gotten tired of this one, just because when I was looking at blank journals back then, I finished that in July 2025 and started this one, and nothing seemed thick enough. That's what she said. But yeah, none of them seemed thick enough when I looked at other journals to get. So I decided to use another one of these, and this is how much it's done in since July 2025. So this is over like 7 months. And yeah, this is all I journaled other than the 20 pages in that pink thing. And then I started another journal I'm using on the side, a Moleskine this year, but 2025, that's it. So I filled I didn't really fill an entire journal in 2025. I filled part of this one. That's maybe 40%-ish. Is that even 40%? We'll go with 40%. And then plus this is maybe 25%. So I felt I'm so not good at math. Let's see, 40 plus 65%, 20 pages of that. So I felt these are really thick, but about half a journal in all 2025. So it's the fewest I've ever filled, I think. Even in 2024, it seems like I had this one in 24 and then a floral embroidered one, if that was the same year. I'm getting all my years confused now. They kind of go by in a blink. But yeah, 2025 is this and this mostly. And I usually have filled maybe a page a week in 2025. I kind of got on a kick this week on a Moleskine I'm using. Well, I don't want to pick it up. I'll probably drop everything if I try to do that. That's on the table, and I've written a dozen pages this week in a Moleskine, which is faster than I've written, or more than I've written in a really long time. Probably one of the few times I've written that much in a few years. I slowed down journaling in probably 2024, and I like how much of my life can fit in these now, but I do want to write a tad more, so that's why I have a Moleskine on the side. I wanted to see if lines would help, and it really does. And these don't lay flat, so the Moleskines are really much easier to write in, even though the paper is super thin in those. And it could just be part novelty, so we'll see if I stick with the Moleskine that I'm using on the side now for 2026 or not. But so far, the lines plus it being thin, like a narrow, thinner book, and it laying flat's really helping, and the novelty. But I'm still going to keep using this one too, and I want to write a little bit more often, but I still like the idea of having a few journals or less filled a year. I've seen some people who do one journal a year, and even if they don't finish it, they just call it that year and then leave the pages that they don't get to blank. And I've seen people use the same journal for years. I read about one person who said they'd had the same journal for over a decade, and I think that's really cool to be lived that much in your life in one thing that would just be so special. But I think my slowest I'd want to journal is maybe, this is okay, half a journal. If it's this thick a year is fine with me. I don't think I could get down to one every 10 years, even though that'd be neat to look back on. It's kind of disturbing to think about how old I'll be in 10 years. But yeah, those are my journals. It's not much compared to previous years. I think the most I ever filled in a year seems like 11 or 12, but that was so long ago I don't even remember. I think that was in 2020 I filled kind of a lot. I want to say it was at least 7 or 8. I could look at my old videos if I really might have to. Now I'm kind of curious. And what year would that have been? I think 2015-ish, I filled a good number, at least 8. And for a long time, until probably 2021, I think I filled at least 6 to 8 a year or more. And then 2021, it seems like there was less. 2022 was maybe a few a year or less since each year since then. Now I can't even remember. I might have to actually go through old videos so I can see. But yeah, much slower than I used to. And let me know if your writing is faster, slower, or what. I like that I like looking through journals that last longer more than, like in 2020, I had enough journals that I could fill one in like a month or 2. And when you fill them that fast, there's not much of your life in each one. So it's kind of a trade-off. Like you can have a lot documented and like really vent and reflect in writing if you film fast, but looking through them is a pain if you fill them too fast. But yeah, those are my journals, and then this year is gonna be this one and a lined moleskin that I've got in the corner, and then like maybe occasionally that one too, even though it keeps falling apart. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Have a good night. Bye.